So how frequently do you work out?
About 5 days a week.
I try to go every day.
I go 2 times a week.
Once a week.
I try to go 4 or 5 times a week.
About 3 to 4 times a week.
I try to do some every day, but like weights I'll do like 4 times a week.
Probably like twice a week.
So 5 times, 6 times a week.
Like every day. I'm on the cheer team, so I don't have a choice.
And then
I'd probably say 3 times a week.
what is the duration of program?
Well, I'm in this weightlifting class. It's like 2 credits, and it's Tuesday, Thursday, so pretty much twice a week. 3 or 4 days a week. Like 4 times a week.
Into like 4 or 5.
Usually every weekday, except Fridays. 4 times a week?
6 days a week.
6 times a week.
5 to 6 times a week.
Like 4 or 5 times a week.
4 or 5 days a week.
2 or 3 times a week.
3 days a week.
3 to 6 days a week.
I work out about 4 or 5 times a week.
Probably like twice or 3 times a week.
5 times a week.
I'd say like 5 days a week.
Currently, 5 days a week, but I walk to class, so I guess 7 days a week. You want to count that as a workout?
5 days a week.
Yeah. And then what does the duration for those workouts normally look like?
From 50 minutes to hour and 20.
Range from 60 minutes to 75, then 30 hours. 30 minutes of cardio after.
An hour, hour and a half. If I do cardio, sometimes it's a little longer, because that's
Maybe like 50 to an hour and a half.
Like 1 or 2 hours, but my workouts is I just go to the climbing.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool.
Anywhere from 45 to an hour and a half, 2 hours.
About an hour. Sometimes I'm on a full body split, so that'll be like an hour and a half. But then when I'm doing push-pull legs, probably an hour.
say between like an hour and 32 hours.
Depends on the day. I come here mainly for jiu-jitsu training, so that's like 1 to 2 hours.
Normally at least an hour, but I'd say between like an hour to an hour and a half.
It depends on my schedule. Usually like 45 minutes to hour and a half tops.
Like 45 minutes to an hour.
About an hour.
1 hour. 1 hour and a half, yeah.
Kind of like 30 to 40 minutes.
Around 2.5 or 3 hours.
45 minutes to an hour and a half, about.
30 to an hour.
About an hour, but then I go back to my apartment and I like lift a little more.
1 hour, 1 hour and a half, depends.
Practice is like 3 hours, but if I'm working out on my own, like 1 hour.
Strength training is usually about 90 minutes. Cardio, like runs and stuff, it just depends on the run.
Yeah, similar. Usually weights is like 90 minutes, and then cardio is like anywhere from 30 to an hour.
About an hour and 15. Say about an hour, hour and a half.
I'd say an hour. About
Maybe 1 to 2 hours.
Roughly 30 to 45 minutes. Usually I do cardio for like 30-40 minutes, and then I go into free weights for about 30-40 minutes afterwards.
Okay. And then do you ever work out with a friend or a buddy?
Not really, no. It's usually by myself.
Sometimes, but I'd say I normally work out on my own.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I
Yeah, usually, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Just kind of depends. If we're lifting the same thing, I'll work out with a friend. If not, I do it by myself.
I'm generally more solo.
Sometimes.
Yes.
Yeah, we do. I work out with friends a lot.
Every now and then, yeah.
And not usually, no.
Sometimes, yeah, I will.
No, I usually don't work out alone.
Yeah.
I work out with a friend. Him or someone else.
Yeah, I'll work out alone. Like, I like to work out weights alone or with a friend. But when I play basketball in the rec, I do with Gabriel, yeah.
Rarely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I work out with my friend like probably only like 2 times a week though.
Yeah. Pretty much every time I work out, yeah.
Yeah.
That's rare. No, it's usually just me.
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, always.
No, I just work by myself.
No, usually by myself.
I usually work out alone because working with a buddy takes more time, and I have like small window of workout between classes.
Yeah, I try to work out with my roommate. We, we both lift at the same time, same days. So if he doesn't have class, I don't have class. We eat together, go to the rec, come home. But yeah.
Do you think that maybe working out with a friend keeps you more accountable?
Yeah, for sure. Sometimes, can I swear? I can't. Can I swear?
Yeah.
Okay. Sometimes I bitch out if I don't have my workout partner, you know, because he's a smaller dude than I am, and if he's pushing heavier weight than I am, then I'm like, what am I doing? I should be outlifting him like tenfold. So it definitely holds me accountable, pushes myself harder, and he also gives me like assisted reps on the chest fly. So squeezing out those last couple past failure definitely helps out.
Perfect, bro. That's all we needed. Thank you so much.
I just don't like wasting that much time.
Yeah, definitely at times where you feel like you may not want to go. If they're going, you kind of have to. So
Probably,
Yeah. Why do you say that?
Probably just because it's I don't know, it's encouraging to have somebody with you and climb with you as well. Like having somebody there, like a friend or a buddy, I think for me at least it's more motivating, and it also kind of like creates a little bit of a competition. So like who can like, sorry, I'm out of breath.
Oh, no problem. No problem.
who can get to the top of this route first or whatnot, right? So it creates like friendly competition, but it's also like kind of encouraging as well for me.
I think definitely, yeah. They really help you push you. Like sometimes, like a competition where you're trying to get more reps than another person, sometimes it's hard to do that because they may be stronger or weaker than you. But yeah, I think you also feel safer because sometimes you'll have a spotter, and then you're able to push yourself more without that risk of injury.
Absolutely, yeah.
I mean, when you get into a routine, you kind of hold yourself accountable, but going with someone else definitely is helpful.
Especially someone who's bigger than you too. Definitely push you, for sure.
Yeah, it does.
How so?
It's just like you know, like when you say you're gonna do something and you just don't want to let them down. You know, you're telling them, hey, I'm about to work out 5 times a week, and you know, you don't want them to see you like not go to the gym. You know, so it just keeps you. They hold you accountable. You know?
Yeah, I believe that going with a friend push you to carry more weights, or is there some motivation to come to it?
Yeah, the same.
I would say so, but like I'm usually the one keeping her accountable.
Do you think there's maybe a benefit to working out alone?
Yeah, I feel like you can set your own pace to like your workouts and kind of like do what you want without somebody else, working out with you.
Yeah, in the past, that's nice to have a spotter.
But there's a benefit to maybe working out alone?
I mean, it's easier. You don't have to like go with someone. You don't have to coordinate anything. You just go. Now, I don't like. I go regularly now, but in the past when I've gone, it's more of a spur of the moment thing.
Do you think they keep you more accountable?
I would say yeah. Working out with a friend definitely keeps you more accountable, and it's more fun.
Yeah.
How so?
Definitely accountability. Like I'd say rep-wise, say like more of a motivation. Like you'd say, oh, I'm gonna do 8 reps. They might say, oh, fuck it, you can do like 10, 12, 13, however many more.
Definitely. I think keeps like the workout more intense. In a sense that like if I smack my buddy like doing 12 reps, I'm not gonna do like 8. I'm gonna try and like max my reps and max the intensity and the weight as well.
I think so.
You do?
Yeah.
How would that look like? Why do you think that keeps you more accountable?
I think for me, it just gets me to the gym, and then I do the exercises. The getting there is a problem, so it just makes me want to do it.
I think you can, yeah. You can kind of, I mean, if you don't want to go that day, all right, at least my buddy's going to be there. We can catch up, so I think it does for sure.
Yeah, it helps to be accountable. Just if you can make it work out with your schedule with someone else.
Definitely, if we have similar goals too, it helps a lot. But I like going alone too. Gets me nicely motivated.
I think it depends on the person. I think having a gym partner with you can especially help keep you motivated, push you throughout your sets. I know some people struggle with workout plans, what exercises to do, so that could help, but I also like working out by myself because it's quick and efficient. I'm not getting distracted by anyone else, so I guess it just depends.
Yeah, definitely helps keep you motivated. Sometimes lets you push through some of your limits, and it does keep you accountable more frequently. You'll go if somebody else is kind of
egging you on to go as well?
Yes, because I think it will help me like be confident like in the gym and be motivated.
I feel like it would because you have like someone next to you, you know, someone who's like pushing you to that last rep. So I feel like, yeah, working out with a friend would keep you accountable like towards your like workout regimen.
The thing is, my friends are not that much into workout, so they would keep me less accountable. They would like, I don't want to do it at all. So I want someone who's like me. So finding that kind of friend, yeah, they might force me to work out more.
Do you think there's maybe a benefit to going to work out alone than rather with a friend?
It's probably better with a friend.
Why do you say that?
Because with a friend, you're going to push each other. And by yourself, like if you feel tired, you're just going to stop. You're not going to push yourself that much.
You get it done faster because if you're doing, especially if you and your friend are doing the same routine, you're gonna be sharing equipment, which takes longer. But the reason I do is because, you know, none of my friends really work out. I'm the only one who works out, so I just do it because, you know, I do it for myself at the end of the day.
For sure. Sometimes, like, for example, you're running. If you're two people running on a treadmill, you're gonna want to be like chatting and stuff, which sometimes you really chat in pocket.
I'd rather working out alone, but it also ultimately depends on the person.
Why do you say that?
Because some people like need that person to like cheer them on or like keep them going. But like some people just don't like working out.
I feel like working out alone is kind of like a time to de-stress and like, you know, just like have my own time alone.
That's perfect. That's all we need.